Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make a functional slide. Yes, that's right, a functional slide. And you don't have to have the big massive pirate ship. Well, you do because you need it for the build, but you don't see it. So what we're going to do is build a 2x2 room and build another one on top and delete the bottom room. Then we're going to go ahead and get the pirate ship, turn it to where you want your slide to be. Your ladders and slides sort of have to be the correct distance apart for it to sort of look right. But we're going to drop this room down and make sure it sits level with where the flooring is on the ship. And the slide doesn't actually need to be pushed back a little bit further, but I didn't realise. Then we're going to go ahead and make the slide using a roof, and this is a half gable roof, and just make everything as small as possible. So bring in all the eaves and make sure it's like one tile wide, and then move it to where it needs to be. This does need moving a little bit later on. Then press Shift and C and you'll get the 4 points up instead of just the 2. This makes it so you can like move things around to the shape of a slide. The shape of my slide's not quite correct. You'll see me correct it at the end. I had a too big of a like little arch here and it makes your sim go through it. So then what we're gonna go ahead and do is line up the pirate ship with that roof. Make sure you're on the bottom ground, otherwise the pirate ship wants to be on the next floor up. So just playing around. It does take a little bit of time to get it quite right. You might have to fiddle around with the roof shape a little bit just to make it look as best as possible when the sim actually goes down the slide. So something similar to this. Like I said, this part where it like arches upwards is a little bit too high, but you'll see me correct it later on. So just adjusting the ship slightly just to make everything line up correct. You want everything to line up to that square, if you can see what I mean. Then we're going to size the boat down using the square bracket keys. I do use tool mod to make it smaller later on, but you can just use the bracket keys. It's just a little bit bigger. Decorate the climbing frame however you'd like. I went for a little bit of a different style here using the Strangerville stuff, just for something different because I tend to just stick with normal wood tones or white. I apologise if you can hear chewing in the background. My dog decided to come eat in my room. Add the ladders, and you need it on this corner here for it to sort of look right for your sim. It's still not quite right where the placement is, but it's the best I could like find when playing around with this. Delete that part of fence, so obviously the sims don't just go through the fence. And I use this roofing because I feel like it looks most like a metal slide. And then you can use a roof trim. This one tends to work quite well because it goes up around the sides like a slide, but it's a bit bulky, so I just used a normal one. So it technically doesn't have sides, but it's fine. And then I'm going to pop columns in. As you can see here, the column doesn't want to go in. So click on another column, click back on the column you want to use, and then you can place the column in. And you have to do this for each one. It's a little bit annoying, but it's the only way I found it works when doing columns this short. I'm going to place a swing in. I'm using this one from the little campers kit just because it has that nice green, bluey tone like the Strangerville fence. And then also adding the monkey bars just down the side. I'm trying to make it look like it all joins together, so I'm just holding the Alt key down so I can place it exactly where I'd like. And you can do this in any style as well. Like I said, I normally just tend to stick to normal wood tones. So I'm using tool mod here. If you don't know how to use tool mod, it's best you look up on how to use it because it can be a little bit complicated. But I size it down to 0.05 if you do have tool mod, and then just click off it. And this annoying little white line here, I can't remember how to get rid of it. It disappears when you go into live mode, so it's fine. And then I'm just covering it up with some grass. You still do need to be able to see it because you need to be able to click on it to get your sims to slide down the plank. And if you get your sim to do the other thing like play pirates or something, your sim just stands and pretends it's like moving a wheel. So here's my first test, and this is where you'll see my sim will just go a bit through the slide and I have to make a few little adjustments. So it is a little bit time consuming, but if you don't want to have to use the pirate ship every time because it doesn't fit the aesthetic of what you're building, this is an option. Like I said, it's not absolutely perfect, but it's worth it if you want something a little bit cuter. So here we go. Now the slide's a little bit lower down. I'm going to do another test. see how it looks. You see, I'm just having to find it down here. I accidentally pressed play pirate. We want to go down the slide. And that is it for this tutorial. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!